of youth and gang violence here in the city. What you will see is a target area we define where we're going to start working. We did not just randomly come up with this target area, but what we did, we got statistics from the police department, and we said, what's happening in our city? And so what they did, they gave us an overview of crime, our violent crimes in the city, and from the data we got, it says this is the area that has the highest concentration of violent crimes over a 3-year period in the city. It's not to say that crime isn't happening anywhere else, but again, it's to say that this is the highest concentration of violent crime offenses in the city of Newport News over the course of 3 years. What you will see on our boundaries, you see the boundaries from this area has been identified. It goes from 27th Street from the south, over to Madison Avenue, up to 37th Street, and then over to Oak Avenue. On this map, you'll also see, and I'll say that there's a larger copy in the back of the room that you'll be able to refer to so you can see it. Also, what you'll see on this map, you'll see yellow circles. Those yellow circles represent the 4 identified gangs that are active in this area. This area is 0.39 square miles. In that 0.39 square miles, there are 4 active gangs, and there are approximately 200 gang members in this area, and again, that's just identified. We cannot continue to sit back and do nothing. And so what we've done, come up with a plan to say, how can we help? How can we not help the gang, but how can we help Johnny, who is a member of the gang? And it's important to say, because if we say, how are we going to eradicate gangs, we may never be able to successfully do that. But if we say, how can we help Johnny, who is a member of the gang, we have a greater opportunity to be able to make a difference. So we're targeting youth and young adults from the ages of 12 to 24 in this area to see what we can do. One of the things that I like about this model is that it is not a, you heard the word cookie cutter, you heard the word approach. It's not a cookie cutter approach. It is an individualized approach to help the member of the gang. We'll go in and we'll say, go out into the community. We're going to have outreach workers. We're going to pause there. We're going to have outreach workers who will go out into the community to make contact. It will not be someone who's sitting behind a desk answering calls, screening phone calls, waiting for somebody to come to them, but as a person, people who will be out in the community making contact with identified gang members, with their family members, with their associates, to build rapport, to say, how can we help you, to say, what do you need?